You have reached the voicemail of Albert Wesker. Oh, and if this is Victor, you can piss off!
Don't worry about her, Max. Doom's pretty sure this zombie apocalypse was his idea from the start.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, Doom went and got a new roommate, with Wesker out of the house now.
I think you're just jealous because the top tier in Marvel 3 was a girl.
Oh, call Kotaku, Max.
Everyone hates me and you want me to calm down? I can't control it.
Spare Doom! He has 1,500 children to feed!
Ask not for pity from Dark Phoenix. For you shall receive none!
Think of Charles! Think of Logan! Think of Scott! Cyclops isn't even in Marvel anymore!
Doom! My house is on fire! Quick, put it out! Put it out! Doom, that's not how you put out a fire!
But it's all Doom knows! Love to
Oh man, it doesn't get much closer than that.
I guess I'd better be more careful. I figured Victor would be able to extinguish the flames with his finger-snapping technique.
Hey, don't get on my case! She can't control her powers, Doom can't control his either. Unless she needs a drink. Damn fridge.
Phoenix's 3 hypers are Phoenix Rage, Healing Field, and Dark Phoenix Rising. Technically, her only damaging physical hyper is Phoenix Rage. Phoenix fires a nearly full-screen projectile that also causes a wall bounce. It does decent damage and offers excellent opportunities for you to follow up with an X-Factor for that wall bounce combo. But one of the best uses of this hyper is its added invincibility at the start. Like some other cinematic hyper moves in Ultimate Marvel 3, Phoenix Rage starts off with 14 frames of invincibility. You can use it to counter a multitude of other attacks and hypers with that invincibility, and sometimes it'll blow right through. But you're not going to want to be tossing around meters so easily with Phoenix. The whole goal of the character is to save up those 5 bars and hit Dark Phoenix as soon as possible. If Phoenix has 5 bars saved up and her vitality reaches 0, she'll automatically enter Dark Phoenix. This is where things get terrifying for your opponent. As we covered before, the multitude of her specials and her normals change drastically during Dark Phoenix. And one of the most important additions to her new moveset is the fact that all of her normal moves and the majority of her command normals will spread small damaging feather projectiles that you can use to hit confirm into a combo or can stop your opposition in the middle of doing an attack. But during Dark Phoenix, one of your main goals is to save it as well for level 3 X-Factor. And while this tactic is still considered cheap by many players in this and the prior version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's one of Phoenix's most effective and best plans of attack. If you manage to save those 5 bars and a level 3 X-Factor for your final remaining character, any touch will lead into certain death with Dark Phoenix. Her mix-up potential also becomes ridiculous as her teleports become almost impossible to punish, and her TK traps on an incoming can lead to several 50-50 situations that'll leave your opponent blindsided. As Dark Phoenix enters her level 5 state, she emits a shockwave that'll throw the opponent backwards. If you're fast enough, you can actually X-Factor this shockwave, dash forward and grab the opponent up for a combo. If not, it stands as an excellent move to get your opponent away from your position while you begin your X-Factor offense. Her other level 1 hyper is Healing Field, and is one of the few hypers in the game that'll actually recover her red health over time. But Healing Field comes with a gimmick. You actually have to get your opponent within the healing field to recover that red health. This is necessary in moments when you're in Dark Phoenix and your health starts rapidly dropping. Since you want to reserve much of your meter earlier in a match for Dark Phoenix, Healing Field is almost exclusively used while in Dark Phoenix to recover that health. But it won't do anything if you're full screen away. You have to get in on your opponent and you'll see your health rapidly regenerate. And with the easy combo potential and damage from level 5 Dark Phoenix, you'll find yourself gaining meter rapidly when you get your opponent into a combo, which means you'll actively be able to use Healing Field to keep yourself alive, and Phoenix Rage for those situations where you need a little bit of invincibility or that little bit of extra damage at the end of a combo to finish off your opponent. With Dark Phoenix at the end of your team, your opponent will constantly be trying to snap you in, making defense extremely important when your opponent chooses to snap you in. If you plan to use this character, and things don't go your way early in a match, you'll need to learn to block a variety of mix-ups to keep her alive until level 5.
So with the proper setup, Phoenix can have some devastating supers. You just gotta be careful about those moments and look for the right opportunities.
Yeah, well, you'd think a psychic wouldn't have any problem with that.
It's not hard at all. In fact, I could read your minds right now.
Oh yeah? You think you could tell us our innermost desires?
Of course. Your secret most desire is to wake up to an empty house and come down to play your video games completely uninterrupted and with no one to bother you. You also order food for just yourself and never have to cover for anyone else.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah, well, good luck getting in here, lady. Doom's a closed book.
You want to see me in X-23 naked?
Okay, cut! Good job, guys. This is the gorgeous naked chick scene, right? I've been looking forward to this all week.
Actually, we cut that one out.
You want me to stick him?
Hey, it's Larry!
Shut up. I put up with almost zero lighting options. A giant mirror, post zooms, getting my title wrong. We're about to shoot something I actually want to see. And we're not doing it.
Yeah, man, we can't put that on YouTube.
Not even in an outtake?
Sorry, bro.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit! My goddamn glasses.
Sorry, man.
You. I'm rolling!
So, speaking of video games, let's get into some combos.
Sounds good.
Does that mean Larry's alive?
Comboing with Phoenix can be fairly simple, but comboing with Dark Phoenix is extremely easy due to one-touch kills for the majority of the cast. This first bread and butter is a basic Phoenix relaunch combo. You'll notice the damage output isn't very high because these combos are meant to hard knock down your opponent in order to get in your partner. Here's an extended version of a bread and butter combo using a few TK traps. This one's a little more difficult to execute, but builds very good meter. You can end either of these simple combos with a Phoenix Rage at the end if you want to confirm a little bit more damage for a KO. If you land an air grab, you can pick your opponent up with an off-the-ground fireball for extended damage and good meter gain. But if you manage to save your meter, even much simpler Dark Phoenix combos can net you way more damage. Phoenix also has an extremely easy to set up and perform level 3 X Factor Infinite involving the light TK trap.
So that all about cover combos. They're pretty effective once you can get things going.
I don't know, Max. I'm just not strong enough. I don't have that edge.
Oh, jeez, lady. If you're still feeling down, why don't you go out and do something with your life? Get a piercing or a tattoo.
A tattoo?
Yeah, you know, like Doom got a cutie mark tattooed right here on his...
Dude, nobody wants to see that.
Hey, my cutie mark represents me as a person and all that
This is not about you, Von Doom. This is about me. Max, I really need you to help me control Dark Phoenix.
Jeez, and they say I'm a narcissist.
People have been trying to control Dark Phoenix for over a year, but with the system of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it offers an opportunity for players to set up an anti-Phoenix strategy with certain conditions. This can be performed with a special version of a team aerial combo. Phoenix is forced to mash against the left or right versions of a team aerial combo to prevent meter loss. However, there is a way to force Team Aerial combo left or right, making her lose meter and preventing Dark Phoenix with a clever use of X Factor. To do this, begin your Team Aerial combo using the down or up version. You'll need to immediately cancel it into X Factor before it hits, and then perform the left or right version immediately after. This will take some getting used to, since the window of opportunity to pull this off is only 15 frames, making it just under half a second. If it works, the game recognizes Phoenix as not countering the first TAC, and after the X-Factored version, it comes so fast that she cannot counter another one for another 15 frames. But what does this all mean, you might ask? It means that if you get Phoenix into a combo, you'll be able to completely stop her ability to go into Dark Phoenix by removing one bar. The cost of this is your X-Factor, but it's well worth it when going up against a Dark Phoenix.
And that'll just about cover everything.
I really appreciate all the help, Max. And maybe once I get back out there, the community will finally like me.
Yeah, you know, everyone's got a weakness.
Well, Doom has no weakness, and people love Doom. But maybe your weakness can make people like you. Or maybe your weakness can be your strength. But not Doom. People love Doom. What's so funny?
Oh, I was wondering though, do you think you can use your power to help us find our friend Wesker?
Oh, of course. Do you happen to have anything of his that's personal? Because that would help a lot.
I think, dude, yeah. Dude loved to cook. Always made the saltiest of snacks. It's an apron.
Okay. Right, Wesker, where are you?
You're the one who has a crush on the teenager. Nothing. I am nothing.
Wesker didn't cause the zombie outbreak.
Wait, but who did?
The T-virus was released by Taskmaster.
Taskmaster?
That's impossible. Taskmaster's just a mercenary. Like, he'd have to be working for somebody, right?
Yeah, maybe he's working for MODOK. You know, that head case really had it in for you.
Let's see. No!
Getting in too deep.
can't be, no!
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I could get an aspirin.
It's him.
Does this mean I gotta find another roommate?